Candlelight dinner, Song Weilong and Zhao Jinmai's intimate 2026 celebration exposed. Welcome back to K-pop Crackhead, everyone. Tonight, we have a story that has fans absolutely buzzing, a story that feels like it was lifted straight out of a romantic drama script. But this time, it isn't fiction. It's something that appears beautifully real. Two of the most adored stars in the Chinese entertainment industry, Song Weilong and Zhao Jinmai, were recently spotted sharing what many believe was a private and intimate celebration in 2026. The setting, the atmosphere, the quiet smiles, and the way they looked at each other, all of it has sent fans into a wave of excitement and warmth. And today, we're diving into every detail surrounding this unforgettable evening. Before we begin, let's set the tone clearly. This story is shared with admiration and positivity. Song Weilong and Zhao Jinmai are both respected professionals known for their talent, kindness, and grace. What we celebrate here is connection, whether that connection is friendship, companionship, or simply two people sharing a meaningful moment. This is about warmth, respect, and joy. Not scandal, not gossip, just appreciation. Now, let's begin with the setting. Multiple sources describe the evening as an elegant candlelight dinner held in a quiet, intimate location. It was not a red carpet event. There were no flashing cameras, no crowds, no staged backdrops. Instead, there was soft golden lighting, delicate floral arrangements placed thoughtfully across the table, and an ambience that felt both refined and cozy. It was the kind of setting where conversations naturally become deeper, where laughter feels softer, where time seems to slow down. Song Weilong reportedly arrived first. Dressed in a simple yet stylish outfit that highlighted his understated charm, he appeared relaxed and calm. Observers noted the gentle smile on his face as he waited. There was no sign of impatience, no restless energy, just quiet anticipation. His presence felt grounded, fully focused on the evening ahead. Shortly after, Zhao Jinmai arrived, and according to those who witnessed it, she absolutely glowed. Wearing a tasteful outfit that reflected her elegance and natural warmth, she greeted the space with grace. But what fans couldn't stop talking about was her smile when she saw Song Weilong. That moment, just a simple exchange of smiles, was enough to spark thousands of online discussions. Because sometimes, a single look says more than words ever could. Throughout the dinner, their interactions were subtle, yet meaningful. They shared quiet laughter. They leaned slightly toward each other during conversation, as if protecting a private world between them. There were moments where their expressions softened, especially when listening. Neither seemed distracted. Neither appeared performative. They were simply present. Observers mentioned small gestures that felt incredibly intimate in their simplicity. Song Weilong gently adjusting Zhao Jinmai's chair. Zhao Jinmai reaching for a dish, their hands brushing briefly in the process. A playful glance after a teasing remark. These aren't dramatic actions, they're everyday gestures. But when two people share comfort and trust, even the smallest moments become powerful. What stood out most was how natural everything felt. There were no exaggerated reactions, no overly dramatic expressions, no signs that they were playing for anyone watching. In fact, many fans pointed out that the authenticity of the evening was what made it so special. It didn't feel staged. It felt lived. The candlelight reflected softly in their eyes. Gentle background music filled the air, adding to the serene atmosphere. The table settings were elegant, but not excessive. Refined plates, polished glasses, subtle floral accents. Everything was balanced. Nothing overshadowed the moment itself. Sources say the menu was carefully chosen, light, sophisticated dishes that matched the tone of the evening. While the food itself wasn't the focus, the thoughtfulness behind it spoke volumes. It suggested intention, consideration, attention to detail. And fans noticed that same care mirrored in their interactions. At one point, Zhao Jinmai was reportedly seen playfully teasing Song Weilong about something he had said earlier. His reaction? A gentle, amused smile, the kind that shows familiarity and ease. That kind of comfort doesn't appear overnight. It builds over time. Another touching detail observers mentioned was how attentively they listened to each other. Neither dominated the conversation. There was balance. When one spoke, the other listened fully. When one laughed, the other responded warmly. It reflected a mature dynamic, one built on respect rather than showmanship. The entire evening felt almost cinematic. Online, fans compared it to scenes from romantic films, two people bathed in candlelight, exchanging quiet words and soft glances. But what made it even more powerful was knowing this wasn't scripted. There were no directors calling cut, no rehearsed lines, just two individuals sharing a peaceful night together. Perhaps the most remarkable part of this intimate celebration was its privacy. There were no public announcements, no coordinated social media posts, no glamorous photo shoots released afterward. Song Weilong and Zhao Jinmai appeared to choose authenticity over attention. And that decision resonated deeply. In today's world, where celebrity moments are often curated and broadcast instantly, choosing to keep something personal speaks volumes. It suggests depth. It suggests mindfulness. It suggests that some experiences are meant to be felt, not displayed. Fans also reflected on how this aligns perfectly with both of their public images. Song Weilong is widely known for his calm, thoughtful demeanor. He carries himself with quiet confidence, rarely seeking unnecessary spotlight. Zhao Jinmai, on the other hand, is admired for her grace, maturity, and kindness. She has long been praised for her grounded personality, despite her success. Together, they create a synergy that feels natural, balanced, harmonious. One particularly heartwarming observation was how relaxed they both seemed. There were no awkward pauses, no visible tension. Their body language suggested trust, subtle leaning in, comfortable eye contact, soft smiles that lingered a moment longer than usual. For fans who have followed their journeys over the years, witnessing this level of ease felt profoundly satisfying. It showcased a connection built slowly and patiently. And timing, too, felt significant. In an industry where relationships are often rushed into public view, sometimes before they have space to grow, this quiet dinner symbolized something different. It reflected patience. It reflected choosing quality time over public validation. That message resonated deeply with fans around the world. Because genuine connections are not measured by headlines or trending topics. They're measured by presence, by attention, by how two people make space for each other. Whether this evening marked a celebration of friendship, a milestone, or simply a shared moment of appreciation, one thing is certain: it left a lasting impression. Not because it was loud, not because it was dramatic, but because it was gentle. And sometimes, gentleness is the most powerful expression of all. Disclaimer: the following content is based on online discussions, speculation, and fan observations. It has not been officially confirmed by the artists or their agencies.